potatoes can do a little bit more cooking.
Oh, tomato paste.
Tomato puree. Again, Indians, we don't really measure. Not for Indian food anyway, but I'm going to add the equivalent of a couple of teaspoons.
That's a big teaspoon.
And also, I'm going to add the tomatoes.
Not all of them, yeah?
Not all of them, because some of them will be for the stargaru.
Oh man, that smells so nice. So we covered the pan, Miles. Why did we cover the pan? Just to keep the heat in?
Quicken the, yeah, keep the heat in and to cook the potatoes.
And what are we using now?
Now,
another fancy spice.
Add our powders. So, we're going to do a quarter teaspoon of turmeric.
A quarter teaspoon? That was never a quarter. I think they use different teaspoons in India.
Oh yeah, everything's big in India. Not just America.
Now, look at all these spices. I don't even know how to pronounce some of these. Dalchini?
Dalchini.
Yeah,
Dalchini. And now I'm going to add a big teaspoon of garam masala.
Yeah, what is garam masala again?
Garam is hot, masala is spices, so hot spices.
So are they a mixture of spices?
Mixture of sort of ground cumin, ground coriander, black pepper, cloves, ground cinnamon, chili powders, all of it vegan. India has the largest vegetarian population.
400 million to be precise.
There we are.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
it's like more than all of Europe.
Best vegetarian diet, and I'm going to be unbiased. Now we're going to add about a heaping teaspoon of ground coriander and ground cumin in one.
Oh, that's what we
Dana Jeera.
Dana Jeera, yeah. That looks incredible.
So the tomatoes are cooking, and what you want to look for in Indian cooking is the oils should start to separate, and these tomatoes here, they will totally disintegrate. When that's happened, we can then carry on to the next step.
Show them how you test whether it's going well. Look at his face. So we've just added a little bit of water because it was sticking to the bottom, and now apparently that adds flavor. So that's a good thing.
I'm going to add in the powders for this one as well. With Indian cooking, the base is more or less the same. So turmeric.
Which one is that again?
The haldi.
Yeah. Okay.
Garam masala. Again, same measurements. Heaping teaspoon and a heaping teaspoon of ground cumin, ground coriander. I'm going to give that a stir.
You said earlier to me off camera that you leave the cinnamon in there for the whole duration of the
and you can take it out. I like it on my plate. I don't mind it. It's how I've grown up. But yeah.
And this one's coming along nicely.
Nicely. Next step into here is let's add the vegetables. So in this one, I'm just going to add the tomatoes. Tomatoes, we just want to heat through. We're not making a sauce out of it, so we're not going to cook out the tomatoes like this. And now we can add the spinach. Now this variety is washed and prepared, so we don't need to do anything to it.
Lazy people spinach.
I just love spinach. So we're going to add that in there. Good thing about spinach is that it wilts through the cooking. Put a lid on, and then if we want more, we add more.
I love spinach.
Let that do its own thing, cover it. We'll come back to that. So, Indian cooking pastes are such a waste of money. You can make your own.
As you can see, yeah.
And now, you know that the tomatoes are going to disintegrate, which is what's happened. This is about 2 minutes away from being done. The oil is starting to separate, and that's what you want to look for when you're doing your own paste. And then the vegetables are going to go in.
We've had a moment of panic just now because we didn't think we have started the rice yet, but we decided to just use this stuff. 90 seconds in the microwave because we have the potato dish, so that's to keep us full. Yeah, absolutely. These are the vegetables again. Basically stuff I usually cook with, which surprised me, but I think this is the secret of Indian cooking, isn't it? That paste right there.
So I've just looked at the quantity of the paste, and I'm just going to add a little bit of canned chopped tomatoes. Not going to do anything to the cooking process.
Just gives us a bit more, doesn't it?
Yeah. Just a little bit.
So this is going to be a what? Wet curry, moist curry? What do you call it?
A wet curry. Doesn't look it at the moment because I'm cooking down the tomatoes, but it's going to be a wet curry.
And then this is whoa, it's water coming out. This is wilting, isn't it? Oh, it really smells really nice. So we just left it, didn't we? We popped it in there and it wilted a little, and we just left it. You just told me a really cool tip about how to know when it's done.
Yeah. So the paste is almost done when the oil starts to come up to the top and the paste is bubbling.
Yeah, I saw it happening just now. It's obviously when it's on camera, it's not behaving. How rude. But then we're adding the vegetables after.
So in go the courgettes, carrots, mushrooms,
Rest of the tomatoes. So we don't waste anything.
No. And cauliflower.
Oh, goodness me, there's only 2 of us. It's gonna be massive.
So what we want to do now is give that a good mix. Just a rough mix and 1/4 cup of water.
He says 1/4 cup and puts in 2 cups. Great. Nice, look at that. So Chef Miles is gonna give this a taste.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's good. And in that, you said it's gonna be sort of between 10 and 20 minutes, depending on how crunchy you like your veg, yeah?
And depending on if you're cooking on electric, gas, that sort of thing. And a little good Indian tip, garam masala is used at the beginning and end. So this is
Almost
nearly done, but just going to add a sprinkling of garam masala on there.
And the coriander?
Yeah.
Rip it off, nice. Brilliant. So this is breaking tradition a little bit, because usually my dishes are very, very easy. But to be fair, I said earlier, didn't I? It's not that difficult.
You can find all this in your cupboard.
Well, if you're an
Pantry.
Indian person. It wasn't in my cupboard. But we didn't actually buy that much and definitely wasn't expensive.
No.
And all the spices we bought is going to last forever, aren't they?
And
really?
also cumin and a little bit of salt. And we are there. That can just sit.
Milesy, tell them. What did you forget?
I forgot the garden peas.
The peas.
Chaos.
Oh, yeah.
You know, cooking in a unknown environment, kitchen, that
It's
sort of thing.
just chaos. So we have frozen peas from Morrison's.
Yep, frozen peas from Morrison's, about a cup.
Again, this shows how little I know about Indian food, but I didn't know that you cook with peas a lot, but apparently it's quite a common ingredient.
Yeah, it is. This is doing nicely. Give that a stir. So, just to run through everything. Oil, heat it up. Onions, mustard seeds before the onions. Cloves, your whole spices first for about 2 minutes. Onions, brown them. Ginger, garlic, green chili afterwards. And then tomato puree, tin tomato, make a paste out of it.
Bit of water.
A bit of water, and then add the veg, cover it, done. And then we're gonna go over here, and it was whole spices again, frying the mustard seeds, ginger garlic off, and then potatoes quickly after that. Brown them, and then spinach, spices, done.
And as a last thought,
Chili powder, I'm just gonna taste the heat. Not mild at all, it's
quite spicy.
nothing.
Oh,
So I'm
less
just gonna
than
go
mild.
that much.
Yeah.
I forgot to add it earlier, so I'm just gonna put it in there. And we'll hope for the best.
Anything in the other one?
No, that's it. Heat-wise, that's pretty cool. So we're not going to add chili powder in there. And again, you don't want to overpower it. Although it seems very similar, they're going to taste very different. It's all about getting the spices in at the right time, wrong time, that sort of stuff.
In all this cooking excitement, we haven't actually spoken about the whole vegan thing behind it. Of course, completely vegan. You did say that it's quite traditional to cook with a lot of dairy.
Well, there's paneer, which, is milk-based. And then there's ghee.
A dessert that I wanted, but I can't have because it's got milk in it, isn't it? It apparently has cheese in it that's made from dairy. As opposed to all the other cheese that's not made from dairy. And that's bubbling away nicely there. We're just adding some coriander leaves.
These little stalks are fine. Not a lot of it, but love coriander. Coriander's used quite a lot, especially in northwestern Indian region, which is where my recipes are from.
Such a mess. We need to tidy up the kitchen.
They'll catch you later when we're ready to dish up.
So whilst Miles is giving everything a last taste test over here, I'm doing the rice in the microwave. That's my contribution today. So the last
today.
step was putting in the beef tomato.
Yeah, and the carrots are still a bit crunchy, I think. Oh, nearly there.
Nearly there, brain.
So just the garam masala going in now, just to serve, and we are done.
Put the rice on the plates there, ready for the actual food to come.
Yeah, ready to serve.
Nice.
Let's go. How would you like it on top? Or?
Dude, whatever you think is most traditional.
I don't know if it's traditional, but you can have it how I like it. Say when.
I don't know. I'm really hungry. That'll do.
So it was really quick and easy, guys.
He says an hour and a half later. No, but I think the actual cooking process was really nice and short, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it's spices that you can easily find. Don't have to travel miles.
I see what you did there. Travel miles. What would you traditionally drink with Indian food?
You can have
beer.
Beer. Now you would have lassi, which is buttermilk, but
no.
There's water. Indian chai tea. That's pretty cool.
Indian chai tea. Look at that. It's just look at the colours. I think that's the nicest thing.
I think the main thing about homemade Indian cooking is that there's hardly any oils.
So that's true. Yeah.
You know. Wow. We're gonna eat like King Sabas.
Honestly. So what have we made? We've made sagaloo, which saga is potato.
Sag is spinach. Aloo is potatoes.
And the other one is a vegetable.
Mixed vegetable curry.
Mixed vegetable curry.
Yeah.
Any final words before we sit down to eat?
Indian food. There's so much variety. It doesn't take long to cook at all. You just need patience with it. Grab a Indian cookbook that sort of interests you. Go from there.
That's a vegan one actually. I didn't show you this. But look, I have the higher taste.
I've got that.
So we're gonna. That wasn't even practice.
You go for it.
What I was gonna say, Miles is currently contemplating a YouTube channel. What do you guys reckon?
Yeah. We like that.
What are you gonna call it? What are you gonna call it?
You heard it right here, guys.
You heard it here first.
The Jolly Indian Chef, because I'm jolly and I'm Indian.
And he's a chef.
And I'm a chef.
I just had the first bite. It's incredible. I love it. It's beautiful. Yum 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 yum. I might say, don't just say that. I don't lie about food, so it is actually amazing. This is it. I mean, this has been fun, Miles.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That was
pretty
awesome.
cool. Everyday vegan.
The Jolly Indian Chef. That's gonna be great. That's it, really. We just wanted to say thanks for watching and thanks for subscribing. As always, be kind, be
Keep
vegan.
supporting it.
Yes.
Pretty good channel.
Oh, thanks. That's very nice. And if Miles has a channel soon, this guy, there, Malash, I'm gonna post it on one of my videos, of course, and there might be a future project at some point.
Yeah,
So
I'm
the food was-
I'm up for that. That was
The food
really
was
good.
Awesome. I can just say that.
Thanks.
That's it. Bye, guys.
Bye.